children, welcome to another class of computer lessons. So today we are going to learn about the remaining portions of the third chapter. Its name Microsoft Office Access. So last class we have discussed about database management system, then different type of database, then what are the things included in a database like table, record, field, etc. So hope you remember that. So what is a field? A field is a single piece of information, right? Then what is a record? A record contains many fields, that is a set of fields. Then table is a collection of records. Okay, so let's discuss about advantages of database. We know database is an organized way of storing data into a computer, right? Okay, so advantages. So first advantage is it reduces data redundancy. So advantages of database. Okay, so first one, it reduces data redundancy. First point is reduces data redundancy. Okay. So what do you mean by redundancy? Redundancy means duplication. Redundancy means duplication. So the database system removes the problem of duplication of data. Duplication of data means same data, same multiple copies of data, same multiple copies of data, same multiple copies of data. So same multiple copies of data, that is duplication. So the duplication of data can be removed by our database system. So what is its first advantage? Reduces means decreases data redundancy. Reduces the problem of data redundancy. For example, if you need to enter an employee ID means employee identification number, employee number, and names of employee once in a file, and rest of the files can pick the employee name from this file by establishing there is a link to the field employee ID. That means there is a table that employee and another table employee details. Okay, so in this table we have some fields like employee ID, then employee name, then employee address. Right, three fields: ID, name, address, and another table. So this is a table. The table name is employee and the field ID, name, and address. And another table employee details. It contains ID, salary, and age. So another table, its name employee details, which contain three fields: ID, salary, and age. So there is a common field in both of the two tables. What is that? ID. Here is an ID. Here is the same ID. So we can link two tables using ID. That is the relational database system. So one of the advantages of relational database is we can link the same field by using, we can link the two tables by using the same field. So if any updations in the ID, we can also that means if any updations occurred in ID number 1, automatically it will be replaced the updations in any other files which is attached to it, right? So it reduces the data redundancy, that means it reduces the duplication problem. So it reduces the problem of data duplication. So what is its feature? It reduces the duplication of data and hence reduces data redundancy. Okay, so that is the first advantage. Second advantage, it improves data security. Second advantage, it improves data security. It improves data security. Data security. So that means database system can limit access to only authorized persons. That means the database system or the table or the field which can be accessed by only authorized persons. Any other persons cannot be accessed these details. It is limited access to some persons, limited access to authorized persons. That is limit access to authorized persons. Persons for performing operations. Which are the operations? For adding data or deleting data, update, etc. So this means it is more secured. Not anyone can access the data from the table. Only authorized persons. That means limit access to authorized persons for adding data in a database, deleting data in a database, or updating any updations in a database. So second advantage is improves data security. Here, example here is salary field can be accessed by which department? Account department, and can be updated by the higher management department. So authorized or access to only salary means salary by accounts department and updated by higher management departments. So first advantage is it reduces data redundancy. Second advantage, it improves data security. Then third advantage, it removes data inconsistency. It removes data inconsistency. It removes data inconsistency. It removes data inconsistency means same data in different format. Same data will be placed in a different format. So the duplication occurs and also the data is inconsistent. Inconsistent means there is any updations occur in any table, it will automatically update the other files which is attached to it. So we cannot update any other file. That means we cannot update the same data in different once we can update a table, so it will automatically update it to another table which is connected to the same content. Right? That is data is inconsistency. Data is inconsistent. So it removes the inconsistent problem. Then fourth one, maintains data integrity. Maintains data integrity. So data integrity means correctness of data. Data integrity means correctness of data. That means in database system, data can be checked or corrected by some validation checks. Also, some data type are also available in database system. That means in database, corrections of the data can be checked or validated by some validation checks, and also it has some data types. That is, it maintains data integrity. First, it reduces data redundancy. Second one, it improves data security. Third one, it reduces or removes data inconsistency problem. And fourth one, maintains data integrity. And fourth one, it makes reporting easier. Fifth one, it makes reporting easier. It makes reporting easier. It makes reporting easier. That means it is very simple and easy to generate report using database system. It makes reporting easier. So what are the advantages of database system? First, reduces data redundancy. So what are the advantages? First, reduces data redundancy. Second one, improves data security. Then third one, reduces inconsistency. Data inconsistency. Then fourth one, it maintains data integrity. Maintains data integrity. Then fourth one, making report easier. So what are the 5 advantages? First, reduces data redundancy, improves data security, reduces data inconsistency, maintains data integrity, and making report easier. So let's move to another topic, that is Microsoft Office Access 2007. Microsoft Office Access 2007. This type of or this application is an example of relational database management system. That means example of relational database. Relational database. So Microsoft Office Access 2000 is a relational database and it is developed by Microsoft. Then this program is provides a user interface, that is, we know Windows operating system is a graphical user interface. That means it is very easy, that means it is very user friendly. So Microsoft Microsoft Office Access 2000 is also very user friendly to work with it, right? So it is an example of what? Relational database. That means Microsoft Office Access 2007 is a relational database management system. Then, and another feature is it is very easy to generate reports. Very easy to generate reports. That means even if a beginner can also easy to generate reports. Easy to generate reports. Right. Then next topic is objects of MS Access. Objects of MS Access. Objects of MS Access. So let's see what are the objects of MS Access. First is tables. First object is tables. We know in a relational database management system, tables are the fundamental or a building block of this database system. Tables are the building blocks of relational database system. In a table, it contains some many records. Record means what? One set of fields. That means set of fields. And field means single set of information. Right? So tables is the first one. Then it is the fundamental or a basic block, building block of a database system. Which type of relational database system? And table means it contains field. Field means a unique name. Right? So name is a field. ID is a field. Age is a field. Address is a field. So a set of field or a set of information in a field, that is a table. So relational database are in the form of a tables. That means in the table there is a unique name, some field, and also we can ask query to select the data, to show or to display the data from the database. We can search the data, we can display the data from the database using queries. So in a table, if you create a table, so it defines field and giving each unique name, defining the data type. Data type means what? Type of the data. For example, age. Age contains numbers, right? Age contains numbers. So it is the numeric type data. Name. Name contains text or characters. So it is a text character or text data type. So data type means type of the data. So this queries defines or this table contains the field, data type, and a unique name of that table. Then next is, so when you create a new table, Access asks to define field. So what are the things? Field, then unique name, then next data type. Okay. So next one is queries. So second object is what? Second object of MS Access is queries. Second one is queries. Queries. Queries means simply questions. Then query means we can, that means it displays a result or it displays a result according to some criteria. For example, students who have scored more than 80 marks. So that is the condition. So we can select the students who have scored more than 80 marks. So we can display such students using queries. So queries is the questions for getting the output. That means we can ask questions some criteria. According to some criteria. Some criteria. For example, students who have scored more than 80 marks. More than 80 marks. So what is the result? The result is the list of students who have scored more than 80 marks. Then next is forms. Next object is forms. Right. So forms means what? The screens for entering the data, updating the data or displaying the data. Forms means it is a screen for entering the data, for updating the data, for displaying the data. So forms are screens for entering data, then screens for entering data, then updating or displaying data, displaying data, then updating data, Okay, so forms means it's a screen for entering or displaying or updating data. Then fourth one is reports. Fourth one is what? Reports. Reports means it is the output. It's the formatted output. Formatted output means in the previous, so we discussed about queries. Queries means according to some conditions the result are displayed. Right? So the list of students who have scored the mark greater than 80. Right? So it's some conditions or some criteria. So that is a formatted output. So reports are to display the formatted output. Display formatted output. Formatted output. Then okay. So what are the objects? Tables, queries, forms, reports. So what are the objects of MS Access? Once again, objects of MS Access is first tables, second one queries, third one forms, and fourth one reports. Okay, so tables are the building blocks of database. It contains or it defines the field, unique name and also the data type. Then queries means questions, that means ask or select the data according to some criteria. Then forms means a screen for displaying output or editing or displaying data or updating or entering data. Then fourth reports means formatted output to be displayed. Then in Access 2007, all database objects are stored in a single file with an extension ACCDB, with an extension that is ACCDB, Access Database. So in Access 2007, all database objects are stored in a single file with a file name and an extension that is ACCDB. So let's see some examples of table, query and form report. examples. Okay, so example of a table. We know a table contains some field. So here roll number, field name and data type. Field name and data type. So first one, roll number. Okay, so can you tell me roll number is a what? A number. Roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3, roll number 4, etc. Right? So roll number is a number. So what is the type of data or data type? It is a number. So here we can say that we can put the roll number as auto number. Why we use this data type means this auto number is automatically incremented by 1, also automatically decremented by 1. That means if any recorded added to the database, it will incremented by 1. For example, if there are 5 records, now we add another record, so the roll number will be added 6. So we can have another space for entering next data. So if any record delete from it, what happens? A data is deleted, right? So it will be decremented by 1, that is auto number. So roll number we can use data type auto number. Second one, another example, student name. Student name. Student name means a name. Name means group of characters, text, right? For example, Arun is a name. Then Meera is another name. So it contains number of letters or characters. So the data type is text. Data type is text. Next one is English. English means it's not text, English marks. So English marks contain numbers. So can you tell me what is that data type? It's auto number, it's number. It is number. Then another example, science or maths mark. Science. So what is this data type? Number. Okay. So these are the example of a table. A table contains some fields, roll number, student name, English, maths, science. The data type of roll number is auto number, student name, text, English number, maths number, science number, etc. Then next is query. Example of a query. Query means here select students who have scored marks greater than 80. Okay, so here is the query. Select students who have scored marks greater than 80. So for example, this is a table and table contains table contains name, then roll number, name, then English, then science, maths, and total. Right. So total. So first Arjun 40, 35, 75. Then Meera 50 plus 40, 9. So the question here is select students who have scored total greater than 80. So what is the result? Meera. So that is Meera 50, 40 and 90. This is the roll number 2. So here is the result. So we have to display the results according to some criteria. So that is the query. Then third one, form. Third one, example of form. Example of form. Yes. Form means what? It's the screen for entering data, displaying or updating data. So it looks like roll number, then name, then English, then science. So here this is a form and this contains some data and some text box to enter the data. So for example, here now I enter number 1, name Arjun, and English marks 40, then science 40 or 35. Alright, so this is a screen which we have to enter the data or update or display the data. That is a form. An example of form. Then last one, report. Report means final report. Final report generated according to some selected criteria. Then next is how to open Microsoft Office Access 2007. Opening Microsoft Access 2007. So let's see what are the steps for opening Microsoft Access 2007. First, if you want to open any applications in Windows 7, first you have to go where? Start button. So that is the first steps. Go to Start button. Click Start button. Then second one. After clicking Start button, go to All Programs. Click All Programs. Then third one. Then first go to Start button and then click All Programs. Then click Microsoft Office. So from the Microsoft Office, there is a drop down menu will appear. So it contains our applications. So Microsoft Office contains Word, presentation, spreadsheet, etc. So select or click Microsoft Office Access 2007. So what are the steps for opening Access 2007? First, click Start button. Second, click all programs. Third, click Microsoft Office. Click Microsoft Office Access 2007. So these are the 4 steps for opening a Microsoft Office Access 2007. Then, after performing all the steps, there is a screen will appear, that is getting started with Microsoft Access screen. Then, now we have to create a database account or database. We have to create a database. So let's see how to create a database. So after performing all the 4 steps, there is a window will appear, that is getting started with the Microsoft Access. In that window, there are 3 options. First, create a blank database. Second option, create a database with the help of templates. And third one, opening an existing database. So there are 3 ways to open this database. So what are the 3 ways? First, create a blank database, a new database. Blank database. Then, second one, create database with help of or with using templates. Templates means already it has some designs. Create database with or using templates. Then third point, open an existing database. So what are the 3 ways to opening Microsoft Access 2007? First, create a blank database. So after performing all the 3 steps, there are 3 ways to create a database. First, create blank database or create database using templates or opening an already existing database. Then, now let's discuss about how to open an already existing database. Open already existing database. DB means database. So there is a menu, that is recent database list. What is that? Recent database list. So you can search from here to open the already existing database. That means, for example, this database name is student. So go to recent database list and search the name student. So finally, the database will appear there. So to open an already existing database, go to open recent database list. So the selected database and objects will be loaded in the memory. Then next is creating a new database. First of all, creating new database. Creating new database. Okay. So how to create new database? First, performing all the 4 steps and then create a blank database. Create a blank database. Then after that, database, there is a form. So you can enter the name you want to create for that database. For example, if I want to create a database of students in a class. So now write the student, that's the name of the table. So enter the name student here and then create. So there is a blank document here. So name. So enter the student and then click create. Finally, a database will be created with a name student. So database looks like a spreadsheet, right? Okay. So next is views to create tables and data type. Views to create database. Views to create database. So there are two ways to create database. First way is data sheet and second way is design view. Data sheet view and design view. There are two ways to create database. So what are the two ways? First, data sheet view and second one, design view. Data sheet view means it's similar to a spreadsheet and design view is it contains the field and data type specification. So there are two ways. First one, data sheet view. Second one, design view. So first is data sheet view and second one is design view. First is data sheet view and second one is design view. Data sheet view means it contains or it is similar to spreadsheet. A spreadsheet like format will be provided to create the table. So data sheet view means it provided a spreadsheet like format. It provided spreadsheet like format. Spreadsheet, that means it contains rows and column cells. Spreadsheet like format. And then design view means what? It contains fields and specification. So it contains the data type of field and other properties can be specified. Data type and its properties can be specified. So what are the two ways? First way to view to create the table is data sheet view and the second way is design view. So what is data sheet view? It provided spreadsheet like format. And second one, design view, it contains data types and fields and also its properties. So what are the things we have learned today? First, what are the advantages of database? It reduces data redundancy, then it improves data security and maintaining data integrity, then reduces data inconsistency and making easier to report. Then after that, we discussed Microsoft Office Access. Then how to open Microsoft Office Access and what are the steps for that. Then how to create a database and what are the ways to view or to create the database. Okay, thank you.